Thank you very much, Howard. Well, we're back again now at Yale University pool, and you're looking at a young man named Steve Clark. He won 3 gold medals in the Olympic Games in Tokyo. He's the captain of the Yale University swimming team, and you'll see him in just a minute or two here in the 100-yard freestyle event. Right now, let's get an idea of how a young man like this lives. This is the outside of the Payne Whitney Gymnasium on a beautiful, crisp spring day earlier this week. Steve Clark and his teammate Ed Townsend were going into the gym for practice when they met some of the Mexican boys who are here for the championship.
Hey, Armando Marin, ¿cómo estás? Hey, let's go.
A little talk, but then inside for the morning's work. The subject, flip or tumble turns. The turn, remember, that's legal in AAU competition for the first time this year. Very important, and Coach Phil Moriarty supervised.
Steve, that's about as good a turn as you've made lately. It's in tight to the wall the way it should be. You've got a fine press off the wall. Good placement of the feet, and off you go. That's what you've been looking for.
Well, it looked like Steve got A in flip turns for the morning, so a little reward, a little chow, and a little conversation at the training table with the rest of the Yale swimming team. Ed Townsend alongside of him, the Kennedy boys across the table.
You got to plan a good party after the meeting. Foregone conclusion. Hey, Doug, you up for relay? You getting ready? You better.
After lunch, a quick walk through Saybrook College, where Steve Clark lives, took him back to the gymnasium for afternoon practice. Because of the fact that the boys are on Easter vacation, they've had plenty of time to practice long and hard for this championship.
That's pretty good. That's good pace work now. Let's get up and do some starts. Move right up in here. Come on, pick it up, boys. All right, each one take your box. Let's go. Okay, now let's get these starts that really mean something. Get off the mark fast, get out far. Use your arms and drive hard with your legs. Take your mark. Wow, that guys are really moving along. Woo, did I get wet?
And eventually the day's work was done. Steve and the coach had dried off. We asked Steve Clark what his favorite events in swimming are.
Oh, I'd say the 50 and the 100. 50, I'd say a little bit less than the 100 because the 50 it depends a little bit more on luck. The 100 takes a little speed and a little endurance, just a little endurance, so.
What about the 200?
200 is a good race, but that hurts a lot. For a sprinter, it's tough. With Scholander and Sorry and everybody else in it, that's a tough race. I like it, though.
How about other sports?
Oh, well, swimming is my big one. I like water polo a lot, and I love the game of golf, although I can't play it. Right now, I love to be on the golf course, but my shoulder hurts a little bit. Whenever I swim a golf club, I have a tendency to break something.
What lies ahead for you after graduation?
I majored in political science with an emphasis on Latin American studies. And I hope next year I applied for a job with the State Department to go down to Latin America and hopefully use my swimming some way. And after that, I'd like to go to law school. And from there on in, I'm not sure, maybe law, maybe in the Foreign Service. It seems like a long way off, but it's coming up.
There you have a day in the life of Steve Clark. And now we're back at Yale University pool, where Steve Clark and 5 other young men have only one thing on their mind: navigating 4 lanes of this pool, 100 yards, just as fast as they possibly can. It's the freestyle event, and here's the way the men are going to line up. Steve Rearich will be in lane 1. He's from North Carolina AC and North Carolina State. Lane 2 is Doug Kennedy, 19 years old, from Yale University. In lane 3 is Steve Clark, the young man we've been seeing here for the past couple of minutes, the defender in this event. Lane 4, Rick GIRDLER from Villanova University. In lane 5, we'll have James Edwards, who is from Manchester, New Hampshire. And in lane 6, John GEOGHEGAN, a graduate of Villanova University. That's the field then for the 100-yard freestyle. Sitting with me, ready to do the expert commentary, remember, is 2-time Olympic gold medal winner, Donna Di Verona. That moment of quiet.
Timers and judges ready.
That's Steve Clark. This one will be quick. Let's watch that tumble turn this time, Donna. There you saw it on Steve Clark underwater. And it really adds speed. Steve Clark is the leader right now. Right alongside him in lane 4, Rick Girdler is second. 2 lanes to go.
Steve is really out to win this one. This may be his last race in competition, and that 46-second barrier is his goal.
Here's the big turn. Steve Clark had a great turn there, and now has a full length lead over Rick Girdler in lane 4. Girdler giving it everything he's got, but he's not going to make it. Steve Clark is the winner. Girdler second, and I believe that in lane 5, Jim Edwards got 3rd place. That's the way it looked to you, Donna?
It's the way it looked to me.
There is Steve Clark. 45.8 is our unofficial time on the clock. The record is 46.5. So it looks like Steve Clark may have himself a new record. There he is talking to Rick Girdler, who is second in the lane next to him. Girdler on the right.
His turns were very good. I know that Steve does have a little bit of trouble now that they've changed the turns. He's been working on it. And he did do a great job, as can be seen by the time.
Well, on that last turn particularly, it looks like he studied his lessons well, because that was a beautiful-looking turn. Right now, let's go down to poolside, and Bill Fleming.
Okay, thanks very much, Jim, and here it is, the big news. Steve Clark has gone under 46 seconds. The official time, 45 7/10 seconds. And Steve, that was one of the great performances of all time. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. It hurt a little bit.
It did hurt?
Quite a bit the last time I died. Could have been a little bit faster. I missed my first turn pretty badly.
I'll tell you, the last turn you hit right on the nose.
It was all right. I've had a little trouble with the turns. I was fast in between, though.
It was mighty fast in between. Congratulations, Steve. Now, is this going to be it as far as competition is concerned for Steve Clark?
I'd say right now, I probably think so. It's a nice way to go out in front of the hometown fans here. They've been good for 4 years.
Steve, you couldn't choose a better way to go out. Congratulations to you. The captain of the Yale team, Steve Clark. Okay, back to you, Jim McCabe.
Bill, now on slow motion videotape, let's watch that final turn that Steve Clark said was just all right. We think it was a little better than that. Watch. Beautiful turn and push, and Steve was on his way. Well, in just a minute, we're going to see the men's 3-meter diving competition here at New Haven. We'll be back for that, as I said, in a minute.
Rob, before you make a comment on the diving, I was just handed a note here that the winning time of Steve Clark was corrected to 45 6/10 seconds. That still, of course, is a new meet American and pool record. We gave it to you at 45-7. Now let's talk about diving.